Fearless Radio.
Fearless Radio, the new music binge. This is Justin. I've got DeWyze in the studio with me right now. Show coming up later tonight at Lincoln Hall. Doors are at 6, and it's $20 to get in. But we're going to be getting a couple live tunes from him. One right now. Lee, welcome back into Fearless. What song are you going to be playing for us?
Thank you for having me. This song is called Fight, and it's one of the songs off our album we'll be releasing in the coming months here, and we'll play it for you. This is Fight.
Lee DeWyze here on Fearless Radio, the new music binge.
I wrote this song to make you feel alright today. I wrote it to make everything alright, and I would sing it every single day if you would say we're fine. And I can feel your heart is beating careful, 'cause sometimes I pretend that I don't care. I can't believe I never let you know how much I need you here. 'Cause I would fight and I would beg. I just want to hear you say that tonight will be alright if you will stay. Sometimes I feel like you don't know me anymore, and other times I feel you know me best. I could love you better, but I never want to love you less. So run away and I'll be running next to you. I never let you run away alone. Before you run too far away, I think that I should let you know that I would fight and I would beg. I just want to hear you say that tonight will be alright if you will stay. So put your hand in mine, we'll be fine. I know that if you stay tonight, I promise I will show you I will fight and I will beg. I just want to hear you say that tonight you will fight. 'Cause I will fight and I will beg. I just want to hear you say that tonight you will fight and we'll be okay. So put your hand in mine, we'll be fine. I know that if you stay tonight, I promise I will show you I will fight and I will pay.
Yeah. Lee DeWyze here on Fearless Radio, the new music binge. Check them out here in Chicago later tonight at Lincoln Hall. Doors are at 6, and it's $20. Thanks again for stopping by Fearless today.
Totally, man. It's been a minute, so I'm excited to be back.
So you're out in LA now, correct?
Yeah.
So you're originally kind of from the Chicago area?
Yep, I'm from here. My whole family's here, and this is where like my whole musical career, kind of started. And yeah, man, I went on American Idol, and next thing you know, I'm living in LA and doing all that. But it's always cool to come back, especially for the hometown, crowd. And I got fans. I mean, I'm looking on my Facebook and Twitter, and there's fans coming from all over, and people from the city have just been so awesome. And we're just excited to be on the road and playing now, especially here.
Any favorite places you like to hit up anytime you get to come back to Chicago?
Well, you got to go to Portillo's if you're in Chicago. I mean, there's no doubt about that. And it's funny, Jardinera is like something that they don't have like anywhere else. You know what I mean? Like when I first went out to LA, I was like ordering a sandwich. I was like, yeah, can I get some Jardinera? And they're like, I'm sorry. Like, what? I'm like, it's like hot peppers, and it's really good. So Portillo's is a place I love to hit up. There's so many good restaurants out here. I mean, you have your Lou Malnati's and all that stuff. So there's some good places, and I always try to hit them up when I come out.
So how long have you been in LA for then?
Been in LA for a little over 2 years. And I like it out there. It's cool. It's kind of where, like,
everything is for me as far as, the business aspect of it, and my management's out there, I just got married recently, so like I got my family out there, and it's cool. I like it, but there's nothing like the city of Chicago, and there's nothing like being back here and seeing all the familiar faces and playing live, especially the new music too. I mean, it's been so much fun to actually get this music out there, and I don't know, it's just exciting.
Got a new album coming out shortly here in the next few months.
Yes.
But show tonight here at Lincoln Hall. Are you just solo? Do you ever have a band with you?
I do have a band with me, quite a bit. But I'm playing tonight. It's like an acoustic duo. I got my piano player Lincoln Cleary, who's one of the best piano players I've ever seen in my life. The guy's amazing. But we kind of this whole tour was really dedicated to fans, and it was dedicated to just going out and kind of doing it the way that they love it, which is the raw vocals and the stompy acoustic piano and guitar driven songs, and it's a cool connection you have when it's an intimate thing like that, but in these bigger venues and stuff, it's a cool feeling. And we always play different things. Sometimes we bring a drummer, percussionist with us, but we're going to be touring obviously this year, and we're going to be touring next year once the album comes out, and we'll be doing a lot of live stuff, so I'm sure we'll have some more people out there with us.
Speaking of the fans, if you guys have any questions for Lee, hit us up on Twitter. Tweet us at Fearless Radio. I'll get the questions here in the studio, and I'll be able to pass them along. We have a few of them right now, so let's get going.
Yeah.
First one, is Bedroom Door going to make the new album?
Bedroom Door is going to make the new album, and that's one of those songs. A lot of the ones I've been writing lately have been very aggressive, like those aggressive acoustic stompers. But that's one of those songs that I wrote. I wrote it one night, and I started playing it for people, and they're like, "Oh my God, we love that song! It's a little gushy and a love song, but I love playing it." And of course, I love to write things that everyone I think can relate to, and things that I've experienced in my life. It's just one of those things I think that everyone's been through. I'll play for you.
Yeah, we're going to be getting a couple more live songs from him here in just a bit. Another Twitter question.
Please.
Is there an album release date yet?
Yeah, there's about 78 of them. And that would pretty much cover the next few months. But the thing with the album release date is that we've been spending so much of our time writing, and I've been spending so much time writing and recording and doing all these things that I've really been putting the music first and the integrity of the sound that I'm trying to put out and myself first, because I want, when I do release this album, it to be I don't want it to be I should have or I would have or I could have, and so we've really got it down to the last to the finish line here, and we'll be releasing it soon, and when we do, I think people will be pleasantly surprised, because this wasn't an album I threw together in a few weeks or months. This is something I've really taken my time on, so I'm really excited to finally get it out there. And I know the fans are itching to get the album and the music, but it's almost like I'm right there with them. So, and I have the best fans in the world, and for all of them that are listening, you guys are the best.
Where was it recorded at?
Mostly in L.A., a little bit in Nashville. We did some Nashville stuff, some L.A., and it's really just kind of been back and forth between those two. And I worked with some great people: Toby Gadd, Drew Pearson, Luke Laird. I just worked with a lot of really great people on this album, and Matt Wilder. Just, and they've all understood the vision I've had. I've come in and I've been, here's the song, and they're like, "This is awesome. Let's do this." So, they were all surprised when I came in. They were expecting like something different. They were like, "Wow, like this is a great direction for you," and it's just where my heart is.
So it was recorded a little bit in L.A. and then a little bit in Nashville. So I assume there was some, email transferring of files back and forth?
Oh, God, yes, of course. Totally.
I mean, technology is awesome because we can do that. We can record, halfway across the country and all that. But also with technology, it kind of makes it that much harder because it's that much easier to, corrupt an audio file or have an email get lost or something.
We did a track in Nashville. We did all the instrumentation, and I played the guitars. And I got to L.A. and I went into the studio to record it. They got the file opened up, and it was literally just the bass guitar. And I was like, "This isn't right. Like something's not right here." But believe it or not, I laid the track down anyways because we couldn't get a hold of guys. I was like, you know what? I literally laid the track. I picked up my acoustic guitar and I did it. And it came out really cool, and it worked out. But it can be kind of a hassle when you're transferring files across the country. You have to send it into the outer space web atmosphere and hope that it gets where it needs to go.
Another Twitter question here. What happens to the songs that don't go to the album? Will they ever be heard at any point?
Yeah, I plan on releasing this album, and any songs that I'm not putting on this album. I plan on doing an acoustic album, not shortly after, and I'm going to put all the songs up there for them because I really do this, because I love telling stories and I love putting my music out there, and I love the fans that I have, and I love gaining new fans, and I think that my goal right now is to just get as much of my music out as I can. And I think that, the direction I'm going, it's going to be a positive outcome, and I really hope to get all of the songs out, and I'm doing my best to make that happen.
Andy, where else? We got so many Twitter questions here. Kirsten wants to know, how excited are you to play in your hometown tonight?
We're on tour. We're playing everywhere. We got shows in Arkansas. We just added one in Tulsa. We're going up to Colorado, Fort Worth, Austin. What am I? There's St. Louis. Yeah, our next one's St. Louis. We've had quite a few dates, and being home, having my family be at the show, having my friends be at the show. My fans are my friends, so my friends are always at the show. But having the people I grew up with, and having my family there, and just being supportive, and being able to see my nephew, and all these things that I kind of miss out on being in LA. It's awesome feeling, and it brings back memories, driving up and down, Wacker, and being here, and just going to the places I always went to. It's just an awesome feeling, so I feel very at home, and it's going to be a good show.
I always try and throw in a little bit of pop culture with the interviews.
Please.
A few days ago, it was big news that George Lucas sold everything to Disney for like $4.05 billion.
That's it?
Yeah, right? And now there's going to be a new Star Wars coming out in like 2015. What are your thoughts on that? Were you a Star Wars fan at all?
I was a huge Star Wars fan. I got to be honest. The most recent Star Wars films that were put out, I'm a big fan of the classics.
Mm-hmm. Not so much of the new ones?
They're just, it's just, you go from like Harrison Ford, like just being a badass, and then it's just like all the CG, and it kind of didn't make sense for me. It was just almost like it was supposed to be before, but it was more advanced than you know what I'm saying? So, but they were cool. They were cool for what they were. But I don't know. I figure those people know what they're doing. Disney pretty much owns the world at this point, so why not own Star Wars too, right? If you're going to own something, Star Wars is the thing to own.
Another Twitter question. How important is it for you as a songwriter to get creative input on your music?
That's one of those weird lines you walk down, because you try not to let what people say affect how you're going to write or how the kind of music you're going to make. But I think that, everything, including what people say, what people do, is always going to influence how you're feeling. And it's really off those emotions that I write. So, when my fans are behind me and they're going crazy and just, excited for things, I'm motivated. And I want to get I want to go in the studio and start writing and things. And, and everyone, some people say, where do the sad songs come from? And truthfully, the sad songs come from generally when you're just sitting by yourself and, you're like, I'm not out with my friends having a good time, like I'm sitting at home, like, thinking. And so, I think I ask the people around me what they think of the music, simply to kind of get a gauge on what an outsider's view is of it. But I wouldn't say that necessarily I wouldn't show my song to someone, but you should do this, and I'd be like, oh, that's a good idea. Unless it was a writer I was working with or a producer, and we were working on making it, going for that same vision. But, I really try to stay true to myself and try to stay true to the kind of music that I like to play and the kind of music I like to write. And I think that's what the fans like. And I don't want to give them something that's a bunch of bullshit. I want to give them me, and that's what I always try to put out there.
This one comes from Michael Mowry. Has the recent events of the East Coast and your postponed shows inspired any potential creative song ideas?
Yes, actually, that's a good question. Michael Mowry, we've met before, and he's a big supporter and great guy. And thank you for the question. We were on the East Coast when all that stuff went down. A bunch of our shows got canceled, which was just uber depressing. But I had to kind of put myself in check and realize that there were people without houses and in a much worse situation than I am, that need help still. And I think that just witnessing that and being a part of that, we were there, like, you know what I mean? Like, there was hurricane going on. It was crazy. And I was super bummed about the shows being canceled, but at the same time, it gave me a lot of, I was sitting, I was kind of hunkered down in Connecticut, and gave me some time to write. So I definitely, me and piano player. Me and Lincoln, you know, we were kind of working on a couple things that I think were inspired by that, and definitely just a feeling of loss, you know, and it was really sad. But you know, the city of New York's they're resilient, and they'll pull through it. They just need a lot of help still, and you know, of course. I ask anybody that can help to donate and to get involved and help however they can. And, you know, my prayers and, you know, heart goes out to all those people that were affected.
Where can people find you on the internet to stay up to date with new shows and new music?
I like to be pretty interactive with the fans and the people that, you know, that are interested in what I'm doing. So I'd say the best way to keep up with what I'm doing is by following me on Twitter, which is @LeeDeWyze. Simple as that. And that's connected to my Facebook page, which is LeeDeWyze as well. And I'm always posting the shows I'm playing, and we're working on building the new website, so that should be up real soon. And you know, I'm daily writing and posting what we're doing and everything, and it's pretty interactive. You know, I love talking to the fans. I love doing these Twitter parties where I let them, you know, into a little bit of my world, and you know, and I get to be in theirs. So it's cool. It's a great feeling to be able to interact with them because they're just the best. And without them, I wouldn't be doing this. And you know, I'm a very blessed individual to have fans that I do.
Now, did I hear right? Did you say that you just got married not too long ago?
Yeah, I got married a couple months ago to my wife, and she's the. Oh, that's usually how it works, I guess, right? You get married to your wife, and you get married, and then they're your wife, right? But yeah, we got married, and it was just an amazing. It was like a big party, man. Like our wedding was beautiful. The whole reception was amazing. My family got to come out to California, and you know, she's a huge support system for me. You know, I mean. You know, I'm always there for her. She's there for me. You know, she's come with me to quite a few of the dates, and you know, just showing her support. And when she goes and films, you know, she was just in Vancouver recently, and I went with her, and it's just we make it work, you know. But she's the best, and she keeps me motivated.
Well, I mean, you just got married, and then you got a new album coming out. You got a tour coming up, and all of that. How hard is it to kind of balance the personal and the professional?
It's totally hard because. Your heart and your mind and everywhere is kind of, you know, they're just running all over the place, and you know, it's hard to kind of keep track of everything. But at the end of the day, there's very few things that, you know, I don't need much. I'm a pretty simple guy, and to make me happy, I need to be doing what I love, which is my music, and I need to be around the people that I love, which is my family and my friends. So I try to keep all those things in order, and everything else will just fall into place. And under music and family and friends falls, you know, fans, falls the shows. Like those are all things that I hold near and dear to my heart, whether it be the fans that come out to the shows or the support they show. All those things are the things that are important to me. So I try not to let the bullshit get in the way and the things that don't matter, because those are the things that matter. And having people around you that you trust and love and support what you're doing are the things that matter. So that's what I try to, you know, keep focused on.
Well, let's get to another song. What song you want to play right now?
Well, since we talked about that bedroom door song, let's play that one.
Is this a song you could possibly be doing live later tonight?
I will be doing this song tonight.
Again,
maybe.
at Lincoln Hall here in Chicago. $20 at the door, and doors are at 6 o'clock. Don't forget, while you're listening, open up a new tab in your web browser. Check out store.fearlessradio.com. You can get yourself a Fearless Radio hoodie. It is that time of year. Hoodies are in.
Get a hoodie. I love hoodies. Hoodies are great.
But right now, this is DeWyze here on Fearless Radio, the new music binge.
I'm going to tune this bad boy up for a second here. I'm sorry, guys.
Also at store.fearlessradio.com, when we get your favorite bands in, we have them autograph and doodle on our Fearless bags, and then we put them up for purchase. We actually might have one coming up for Lee here in just a little while, so make sure to stay tuned for that. Speaking of tuned, are we all good?
Yes, sir.
All right, DeWyze here on Fearless Radio, the new music binge.
You left the bedroom door open and the TV's on again. And I was wondering if it'd be alright if I could touch your hand. And we both rolled over as we tried to say goodnight. And everybody's sleeping, but something don't feel right. I told him no, I'm not sure I could take this anymore. And I don't wanna mess things up this time. Maybe we can kiss all night. Maybe we can start again. Maybe we can undo everything, back to when we were friends. And maybe we could slow it down instead of running every light. Maybe we can get it right this time. Maybe we can kiss all night. Maybe we can kiss all night. I can tell that you've been crying, I can taste it on your lips. In 100,000 years I never thought it'd come to this. When you told me that you loved me, I could swear I heard goodbye. I promise not to shed a tear, darling, I will try. And I told him no, I'm not sure I could take this anymore. And I don't wanna mess things up this time. Maybe we can kiss all night. Maybe we can start again. Maybe we can undo everything, back to when we were friends. And maybe we can slow it down instead of running every light. Maybe we can get it right this time. Maybe we can kiss all night long. Oh no, you left the bedroom door open and the TV's on again.
Lee DeWyze here on Fearless Radio, the new music
yo.
binge. Lincoln Hall later tonight here in Chicago. We're also going to be getting another live tune from him here in just a few minutes. If you have questions for him, hit us up on Twitter at Fearless Radio. I'll get the questions here in the studio, and I'll be able to pass them along. So tell me a little bit about the guitar you're playing today.
This is a Breed Love. I got this guitar. I like this guitar. I love my Gibsons. I'm a J45 kind of guy, songwriter, but this Breed Love is one that my wife actually got for me for Christmas not too long ago. We were in Nashville, and I was like, oh my God, this is my favorite guitar ever. And next thing you know, Christmas rolled around, and she had it shipped out, and she gave it to me. So I love this guitar. I mean, it's got a great sound. I mean, we're just playing acoustic, like, you know, but it's got a very big sound to it. And you know, what kind of guitar you play is important. You know, you gotta have a relationship with it. You know what I mean? It's like sometimes you put two people in a room, they don't get along. Well, it's kind of like that with guitars. You know, it's got to be the right sound, the right feel for you. So that's always important to me. And I do a lot of my writing on this thing too. A
lot of people name guitars. Are you into that?
No, I mean, it's just I don't know. Maybe we can name it right now.
How about we take some suggestions? If you have any suggestions for names for Lee DeWyze's guitar, hit us up with a tweet at Fearless Radio, and we'll get the suggestion box going for guitar naming. So will you have like a set list kind of already worked up before you get into Lincoln Hall tonight, or do you kind of wait and kind of see how the show goes and kind of
yeah, I mean, we have a set list always worked out, but you know, I'm sure the fans that come out to the show know I very like, I don't know, I get kind of like ADD on stage, and so I will be playing something, and I'll be like, oh dude, I should totally play this song, and I'll just start going into like a cover I like or something I like, and I think that's part of the fun process to it. You know, and you know, what's really cool is that lots of times when I do these shows and stuff, people, you know, video and they take pictures and stuff, and you know, I work with this blog site called Red Beanie Blog. And she posts like most of everything that I do, and she's always very interactive with the fans, and she's been so helpful with, you know, helping me convey the music that I'm making now out in this kind of transitional process I've been in. So you can always check her out on on my Twitter, and I'll retweet it today. You can check that out. And she's always posting videos, and you can always check me out on telly.com too and see. And you look up each song, and I never really play them the same. Like, I'll play one song one way, and next night it'll be 10 times faster. My piano player doesn't particularly care for that, but it's how I do it. Yeah, I mean, it's a set list is kind of like just a little an outline, and then you can kind of fill it in with whatever you want.
All right, we got a suggestion for a guitar
Please.
name. This is pretty good. This one comes from the Twitter name Sweet Serendipity. He should name his guitar No Bullshit. I don't know if she wants it to be No Bullshit. I'm serious.
It's no
or
nor
bullshit.
No, it's
I'm serious.
No.
I'm saying this.
It's No Bullshit. I'm serious. That is the name of the guitar. So it'd be NBIS. NBIS. No bullshit.
Yeah,
I'm serious.
NBIS.
Yeah.
All right, so we got NBIS.
NBIS that's pretty good. It's gonna be hard to top that one. But
keep them coming. Suggestions at Fearless Radio via Twitter. Now you got the new album coming out here in a little while. It is 2012. Everything's kind of shifted digitally in the last couple of years to the download cards and albums on jump drives, and vinyl is back in a big way. Everybody seems to kind of be over CDs. Kind of seems like they're kind of be left to the side. Will that affect how many CDs you want to have made? Do you even have a call in that?
Yeah, we'll have a call on it. I mean, I think that the physical album is always a good thing to have at live shows. I think it's a good thing to have, into the four music stores that exist anymore. Like in LA, I love there's this place called Amoeba Music, and they're great for going and actually getting CDs and albums and things like that. And I love that. And I think there's something about having it in your hand. I think if you're a real fan of an artist, it's really cool to actually have the book and the pictures inside and all that. But we'll be doing both, everything we can. We'll be putting it out digitally. We hope to have some download cards, like you see those in Starbucks and stuff like that. So those kind of things, and we've toyed with a lot of different ideas, like little barcodes you can scan to get. So we have some cool ideas, and we plan on doing a lot of those. But definitely with the digital world now, it's like it's got its ups, it's got its good sides and its bad sides. It's a lot easier to get the bands you like. You want their music, it's instant, and you don't have to go out to the store and get it. But then again, I'm kind of old school in that, when I like a band or an artist, I buy their whole album. If I'm into something, I want it physical in hand. So I have a lot of CDs, actually. I own a lot of albums, but I definitely use my iTunes. There's no denying that.
Can you remember the first time you either went to a record store or had a buddy hand you a first CD? What was your first CD?
My first album that I ever owned was a gift from my dad, and it was Cat Stevens' Tea for the Tillerman. And that's it's been like my favorite album since I was a kid. And that was, when I first heard, like Father and Son, when I first heard it's not time to make a change, I was like, I need to learn that right now. And I didn't know how, I was so young, but we were sitting around and my dad's like, yeah, we were listening to Simon and Garfunkel, and I heard like Cecilia and then my dad put on this song called Longer Boats, and I was like, oh my God, what is this? This is the best thing ever. And I had to have the album. So he bought me this CD, and then I was already listening to the Pink Floyds and stuff. Those were so accessible to me because my dad had all the records. He was always playing them. But that was the first time he played that record for me, and I heard that acoustic guitar and the vocal, and I was like, that's what I want to do. And that's really when I first said to myself, like, this is what I need to be doing. Like this, like I want to be that guy. Like I want to be able to tell stories and have people go and buy my album and listen to what I'm singing about, and that really started it. So Tea for the Tillerman was my first album.
All right, we got a couple more suggestions for guitar name. Danny Latham says name at 100% pure DeWyze, but then hashtags it with No Bullshit Serious. Emily Kirkpatrick is seconding the No Bullshit I'm Serious name. And then Cindy wants to add in, why not name your guitar Annabelle, because we sure don't want anyone to take her away from you.
Ooh. I have a song called Annabelle where I sing about, and no one really knows. Well, I guess they do now, but it's one of those. It's a very dark song. Annabelle's good. Annabelle's real good. I'm down with No Bullshit, I'm Serious, but Annabelle's really good. So I'm gonna.
So we got two contenders.
We have two. I'm gonna go with the two contenders, and 100%. The other one, that was awesome. I like that one. That was good. So we'll say those are the three up for grabs. But I don't know. Annabelle. Ooh, those are good.
Kathy's throwing in Jonah Lee.
Oh, Jonna, that's my wife's name. Yeah. I don't know. No, oh man, there's too many choices. How about we'll make a decision?
And then we got
today?
a third like for No Bullshit, I'm Serious. So
it seems like No Bullshit, I'm Serious is well.
NBIS.
NBIS is kind of where we're at, and I think we should just name this tour the No Bullshit, I'm Serious tour. I mean, I've heard some people say that. The reason is because when I say things on Twitter, I try to figure my way through hashtag. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, people don't realize I don't know what the hell I'm doing. So I'm on there. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna hashtag. Yeah, I'm gonna. Lee, you gotta capitalize. I'm like, I don't know what I'm talking. I'm just doing my thing. So once I figured it out, I figured when I put no bullshit, I'm serious on one of my tweets, and I figured like that people know I'm serious. If I'm like, hey guys, I'm excited to see you. That's cool, and I am. But when I put no bullshit, I'm serious. I'm like really like dead serious about what I'm saying. Like tonight and this for the rest of this tour and to see all the fans, I'm like super like over the moon about it. And that's no bullshit. I'm serious. You know what I mean? You see how that works? You see how that works in? So this is the NBIS tour.
Well, if they go see you at Lincoln Hall later tonight here in Chicago, what kind of merch are you gonna have with you?
On this tour, we really wanted to kind of we're carrying light, this really was about getting out and seeing the fans and playing for them. So, but we do have some cool stickers and we got some posters for them. So, and after the show, I hope to be able to sign a few if we can get out there. We're headed to St. Louis pretty soon after, so we'll see if we can make that work. But yeah, we got some stuff out there for them.
Well, one of the best parts about listening to music is the environment you're in when you're listening. Some people prefer going out to the live show. Some people would rather have headphones on doing whatever. I personally love driving when I'm listening to music.
Me too.
When you can control it, what's your favorite environment for listening to music?
I love listening to music while I'm driving. I think, I'd say when I'm at home at night, I'm just chilling, doing whatever. I like to put on an album or not album, but you know what I mean. I put on a CD, those things, or put my iTunes on and just kind of kick back and let the music kind of inspire me. And usually when I'm done listening to music, I like being at home because when I'm done listening, I'm like, I got to write a song. Like I got to go make an awesome song now. And so like I can go sit on my porch and have a glass of red wine and make some music.
When it comes down to it, are you an album guy or a playlist guy?
I'm an album guy, to be honest. Like, just this morning, I'm a big Iron and Wine fan, so it was, it was kind of, I guess you could call it my Iron and Wine playlist. I just played all their albums. I just played everything I had of theirs, and I'm an album guy, but I do have my playlist. I definitely have the music that, if I'm gonna go for a run or something or whatever, when that happens once every 6 years, I'll put that on or whatever. But I don't know. I think the shuffle's a great option because it's just I have no choice. Like sometimes I'll be in the car, I'll just shuffle, and it'll just start playing whatever. And so, I think that's kind of a good way to listen to music because you don't really have any expectations.
Cindy also wants to throw her name in the hat for Annabelle. She thinks that's a good name for your guitar. Kathy wants to know, any chance for Canada in 2013?
Oh yeah, definitely a chance for Canada. We've been talking about it, and we talk about Europe too. So. We definitely have some plans for next year, but one little step at a time.
Sandy wants to know why the San Francisco show was canceled.
San Francisco show was I'll just call it a scheduling error, but we are rescheduling that show. So that show will be available. We will be rescheduling that. We will be making that happen. But yeah, we're definitely we'll be posting a new date for that show, and with everything that's happened recently, it's been kind of crazy with our schedule. But everywhere we said we're going to play, we will be playing, and we will make it happen. And everyone that's bought a ticket, will absolutely get an opportunity to go to the show, and we will make sure it works and all that. But yeah, I think it was just a little scheduling error on that.
Well, if they want to stay up to date with when that new show is going to be happening and when the album's going to be coming out, you want to throw out your website one more time?
Yeah, I mean, I say right now the best place for you to check things out is just check my Twitter at Lee DeWyze and my Facebook page Lee DeWyze. It's like a fan page, and I'm literally always posting when something new happens, when something's up, when something comes up, or something changes, or a new date's posted, or we reschedule. Like those New York shows, we'll be rescheduling. The San Francisco show, I'm going to throw it up there, and it'll you'll know instantly. So you just follow me, and bam, you'll know.
So you got the show at Lincoln Hall later tonight here in Chicago. What does the rest of 2012 going into early 2013 look like for Lee DeWyze?
Touring, and getting this damn album out, and getting all the album work done for it, and the artwork, and all the things that need to be done, and just kind of tying up the loose ends, and doing everything we can to make it what we know it's going to be. And we've been doing a lot here in the city. We've been on a few TV shows out here. We plan on doing that, and just kind of traveling the country and touring and playing and getting the music out there. And then once the album comes out, it's just going to be just go time.
Well, thanks so much for stopping back in at Fearless Radio today. What song are you going to be leaving us with?
This song is called Like I Do. This is a new one off the album.
Lee DeWyze here on Fearless Radio, the New Music Binge.
Thanks y'all for listening, and I love you guys.
He won't know you like I know you, and he won't love you like I do. You were standing there with streetlights in your hair. You were on the arm of someone unaware. I was standing there as if my bones were bare, and when our eyes collide, the ghost of us appears to remind you he won't know you like I know you, and he won't love you like I do. Oh, I tried to speak the words fall carelessly onto the ground and piled up around your face. And darling, truthfully, I'm still in disbelief that someone else is taking you away from me. To remind you he won't know you like I know you, and he won't love you like I do. 'Cause he don't know you like I do. He don't know you like I do, and he won't love you like I do. He won't love you like I do. He won't know you like I know you, and he won't love you like I do. 'Cause he don't know you like I do. Oh no, no, and he don't know you like I do, no. And he won't love you like I do. And he won't love you like I do. I said he won't know you just like I do, just like I do, and he won't love you like I do.
Lee DeWyze here on Fearless Radio, the New Music Binge. Don't forget, if you tuned in late for the interview, it'll be available shortly under the podcast section. There you can check out this interview along with all of the others here at Fearless Radio. We got a lot more New Music Binge coming up at 2, Future of the Left 3, Troy Petty at 5, Hero Monster 0, and then wrapping up the New Music Binge today at 6, Fall Classic. So if you have any questions or comments for those bands, make sure to send them our way at Fearless Radio. But we'll be right back soon here on the New Music Binge.